We might see a reunion between the Denver Broncos and an old friend. Now, brace yourselves, Broncos country, because this one might come as a little bit of a shock. Bringing in this article from Mike Kliss, former Bronco Kareem Jackson worked rookie minicamp in the Broncos personnel department, which could eventually lead to a career with the team post his playing days. Kareem Jackson still has not decided what he wants to do. He's exploring all options. But last season, he spent the entire year on the Buffalo Bills practice squad, was only elevated once or twice, and barely played at all. So I think the writing is on the wall in terms of Kareem Jackson's playing career. But he could be in line to stay in the NFL as a scout on George Paton's staff as we come into this article. Again, he has not decided what he wants to do, and this is not a reunion between the Broncos and Kareem Jackson to be a player, but this could be something where Kareem Jackson is another one of Sean Payton's former players that joins the staff. And the reason why I find this a little bit surprising is because of how things ended between Kareem Jackson and the Broncos. You'll remember in 2023, which was Sean Payton's first year here, Kareem Jackson was immediately in some trouble with the league. He had that big hit on Jacoby Myers in week 1 of 23. In week 2, he knocked Logan Thomas out of the game. Then he ends up getting suspended. He got suspended for a hit on Packers tight end Luke Musgrave. Once he comes back from that suspension in his first game back, he ends up putting another hit on Vikings quarterback Josh Dobbs, and that got him suspended for a number of games. The Broncos ended up releasing him after that, and he signed with his former team, the Texans. Now, after the release, Sean Payton said that it was purely a football decision, and the Broncos were better overall on the back end at that position than they were a year ago. And then Kareem Jackson was not a fan of that. He came back and said, if there's one thing I've learned in this league after being in it for 15 years, some of these coaches will say any damn thing. So I'm a little bit surprised that Kareem Jackson was willing to come back to Denver. Granted, he's going to be working a lot more with George Paton than he is with Sean Payton, so it's not like he's joining the coaching staff where he'd be in meetings every single day with Sean. Even if Kareem and Sean don't have the best of relationships, then they don't really have to see each other too often, and they don't have to work with each other directly. George Paton has a good relationship with Kareem Jackson, it seems, so that's probably why he's ultimately choosing the personnel side and the scouting department as opposed to the coaching department. And maybe Kareem just feels like he's got a good eye for talent, and maybe he could bring the most value in the scouting department. So maybe him and Sean have patched things up, I don't know, but based on these comments from Kareem after Sean Payton talked about the release of him, I don't know, man. I think that might be something that we're going to have to monitor in terms of the relationship between Sean Payton and Kareem Jackson moving forward if this does eventually materialize into a more long-term role. Alright guys, be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. And let me know in the comments section below, guys, how would you feel if Kareem Jackson were to come back to the Broncos full-time as a scout? Alright guys, before we get out of here, I'd like to tell you about the affiliate partner for today's video, Whitebeard Signworks. Use code BS30, link in the description below, to save $30 off your first purchase on NFL LED team logo signs, just like this really cool sign behind me. Again, that is code BS30, link in the description below, to save $30 off your first purchase from Whitebeard Signworks. Thank you so much to them, and until next time, Broncos country, I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.